Welcome back to another episode of Your Daily Real Estate. I'm Tristan. Hope you're having a great day today. This episode is brought to you by brillianttribe.com. Check us out. That's where we help you grow your business. Doesn't matter where you are. Just check us out. Today, I want to talk to you about how we in our different companies, real estate, non-real estate, track our priorities. And it's something simple that you can do. In fact, I want you to do this. We've been doing it for a while, but now I applied it to all of our companies because I realize that it keeps the priorities, those things that need to be done daily and weekly, in front of us and the whole team, and we can all share. It keeps us accountable. And so you can do this the same if it's just for you or for your team or even for the family, which I haven't tested out for my family yet, but it would work. And it's using Trello, the Trello board. It's a Kanban board where you can move little cards left and right. A lot of you have used it for years. So have we. But the way that we're using this specifically is almost why it was created. And it's the whole idea of making the simplest board possible so that you can we have 5 things on it. And I think the simpler, the better. The normal board back in the years when this whole thing was created, it was really 3 lines, and it was to do everything you need to do, the doing everything that you're doing, and that which has been done, which is the done section. So to do, doing, done. That's really why this whole Kanban board was created initially. And it was on a whiteboard or sticky notes, but then Trello was created for this. What we've added 2 other sections, and I'll explain to you how we're using it so that you can use it yourself as well. We added a backlog as our first line. And in the backlog, we have things there that were a priority, but for some reason they got kicked back because we don't have the necessary items yet, or maybe we lost a person, or maybe it's no longer a priority because we have other things that are important. So anything that falls within there goes into the backlog. We don't want to forget about it, right? We want to look at it and be like, hey, are we ready now? The next line over is to do. And I'm very specific about this. I don't add more than 3 priorities a week for this per person on the team or me either. Because I figured if I'm going to get things done this week, I really need to be hyper-focused on these 3. And sometimes some people come back and say, well, I've only got 2 or even 1, even better. Get it done, high quality. And I'll give you an example. If we're looking at monitoring this with the team with just our core priorities, these are the core priorities. Then I'm going through my team members and I'm saying, hey, I'm going to go with Mark. Hey, Mark, on your to-do this week, what are your priorities? And he's like, well, I really want to make sure that this listing that we're about to get is set up correctly. And so we have all the pre-marketing done. And I say, great, put it into the to-do for you. That is going to be priority number 1 or 2, I don't know. And then he says, great. The other thing I've been wanting to do is I've been wanting to change my Instagram to have this type of content, maybe more reels, maybe more stories, whatever it is. Say, great, that's going to be a priority for you there. And then Mark will say something like, great, and this week, last priority for the week, I really want to get back to working out in the evenings. And he does, what does he do? He does jujitsu. So he'd be like, well, I want to get back to getting in at 7. He has his classes 7 to 8:30. So I want to get consistent back to that. So I'm going to go to 3 or 4 or even 5 sessions this week. Great. Those are your 3 priorities. We're going to monitor them as a team. We're going to see them. We're going to see the growth or lack of. And then we're going to keep you accountable together in meetings. And that's what I do with the team. In fact, that's what I do with all of our businesses, where we take on and say, what are your priorities this week? Got it. Did we get it done? Because the next vertical over, this next little section or column is stuck. It's called stuck. Things that you thought you were going to do but didn't because there's a bottleneck, or maybe you're the bottleneck, or you need help. right? The point is it's stuck. And sometimes some of the things get stuck there. I had something for lab code agents that I needed to do that was stuck for like a month. And I'm like, I guess the problem is me and everyone's watching, right? Next one over is doing. So now that you've got these things that you said you were going to do, we're in the process of doing them. And here inside of them, you'll see, oh yeah, we've done this, we've done this. All right. So like, for example, with Mark, if he's going to do Instagram, he's now doing it. And he's done 3 reels. And so now he's getting there to his priority for this week, kind of getting into the groove of posting new things for Instagram. And then lastly is done. Everything that has been done we keep this for a whole month. So we see everything that has been done, and then we clear out that last week. So it's always only 4 weeks of things that are done. This way it doesn't go further down and we can't see all the things that were done. We try to keep it as clean as possible. So you've got backlog, to do, stuck, doing, done. That's how we do it. Hopefully it helps. And if you do it differently, I'd love to hear how you have it. And if you want a picture of this because you can't visualize it, I'll take a picture of our board and send it over to you on Instagram. Just let me know. Have an awesome day.